Shalom Akim. All praise, glory, and honor be to the Most High Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Kodash. Yahweh is the true name for the Heavenly Father, and Yahweh Shai is the true name for His Son. Alright, our Lord and Savior was going to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the coming destruction that is coming upon all the world. Double honors to our apostles of GMS Stone. Salutations to you, Akim, pushing this word with our sincerity and in our truth. You so called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, West Indians, Asians, you know, we are the people, we are scattered into the four corners of the earth. Wherever there's a language, our people are there. We are the Israelites, man. We're scattered. But I want to speak on, what's happening in Haiti. Haiti have been, going through a whole lot of protests for some time now. But let's zoom in on some of the reason why the Asians are protesting, to the point where people are, losing their lives in this protest, man, because things are getting really critical nowadays. You know. So without further ado, let's read a little bit of this, and then I'll show you a little clip. Asians protest government call for foreign forces. Now, as you can see, what the headline say, saying Asians protest against government call for foreign forces. I'm gonna read the reason why this article is saying the government call for overseas, forces to help them out. Several people were shot, and one person was reported to have been killed during the rallies. All right, thousands of people in the crisis-torn Haiti have taken the streets of the capital, Port-au-Prince, against the government's decision to seek foreign military assistance to quell gang-related violence, with police using tear gas and disperse protesters. Demonstrators on Monday shouted against the foreign occupation and demanded the resignation of Prime Minister Ariel Henry, who on Friday asked international partners for immediate deployment of specialized armed force in sufficient quantity to stop the criminal actions of armed gangs across the country. Now, let's talk about Jamaica, right? Jamaica is basically experienced a similar, gang-related, um, we call it now, gang-related murders, right, or crime in the country. Now, that's not even what I really want to zoom in on. So here you can see a female, get her face bust up, because by right, she shouldn't even have been out there. She's a woman, she should have a man, she should have been, tending to her children, tending to the home, but she's out there protesting. All right, now let's play a little bit of this video, or play this video, and then we'll get into some precepts. Now, as you can see, this person is complaining about what? Unemployment, the high cost of living, insecurity. All right, so I want the cost of living part of it is also what get people really riled up, man. Because when it come to the point where you can't afford food, it's only left for you to take to the streets, to find solutions, whatever means necessary. You blame game start against the government. That second Ezra the 15th chapter coming into play, man, and this is coming to the world. Second Ezra the 15th chapter starting at the 14th verse, which we're gonna read that. So as you can see, unemployment. If you're unemployed, you now make money. Guess what? You can't afford food. And either way you take it, the cost of living for goods and services may gone way up. So insecurity is one of the next complaint.
Insécurité,
Hey, that's why the scripture say what, man? We have forsaken the Most High, man, the fountain of living water. That's why we're not secure. You know, it's part of the curse that the Most High put upon us, man, is that we shall be in want of all things. All right? It is for all these reasons that I am in the streets, man, for all of those reasons that we read. Now, second Ezra, the 15th chapter, starting at the 14th verse, says what? Um, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, meaning what? Lamentation. That's what is coming upon the world. Mourning, woes, all right? To the world, to the Ain community, the whole entire the inhabited planet, wherever people are, you know, people gonna face hardships, man. All right? For the sword and their destruction giant nine. So a lot of people even looking on Haiti, you know what I mean, right now, and probably think that are more than likely think that these things are far off. I mean, like these things are far from their reach, you know. But that's why the scripture says, "Woe to the world for the sword and the destruction giant nigh, the famine, the protest, the riot, you know, the warring against each other. All of that gonna come up, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hand, police against civilians." Until to the point where it gonna get so severe and chaotic that even the police gonna abandon posts and gonna abandon their job because they're gonna realize that it's a losing battle them fighting, and I'm gonna try and you know leave their duties or leave policing and you know to fend for themselves and their families, man. That's how hard it gonna get. There shall be sedition among men. Like what is this? So like this is sedition among men. All right, sedition. Sedition means rise up against the government. You see, you see this happen in Venezuela. You see this happen in in Venezuela, and this is another example of Second Ezra the 15th chapter, another sign of what is coming into the world, and it's gonna be more bloody. You know, thousands of people gonna drop, man. Thousands of people gonna die. All right, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. You see, so they don't regard the military, they don't regard the prime minister, the government, whosoever it is. Right now, they're calling for his what? His resignation. So, but you know, there's no regard for them, and the course of their actions shall stand. So, you see that them I take matters in their own hand. Yeah, just like what this man says, man. It is for these reasons why he's on the streets. Saying, I take to the streets to say no to occupation. Because they want to trample on Dessalines' struggle as they did in 2004. I'm in the streets because the system is coming to an end, and to renew it. Yeah, but there's no renewing of the system. Not only Asian system is coming to an end, but the world economy is coming to an end. The world system. You know, the most are gonna root out this current system and set up a new one that built on righteousness. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. In our kingdom, there will be no protest, man, against the government because people will be treated right, and the people of Israel will be in their right mind, and the other nations will be in subjection because we will possess power, we will possess them. All right, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, you know, because for their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And different houses, man, people gonna run up into people's houses for food. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You know, that's what is happening right now in Haiti. but this is gonna be a worldwide thing, man. This is coming to a country or to a town near you. All right. So Second Ezra, we go jump to Second Ezra 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when thou shalt see earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, all right. Not only Haiti is protesting, man, about in mistreatment or unemployment, cost of living going up. These nations are feeling this, and it's only a matter of time before the other nations are weaker countries go belly up before the weak. It's only a matter of time before countries even like Jamaica start to lose it, man. Just the other day, because of the high price, the inflation, which inflation is a sign of the collapsing of the dollar because they want to bring in a cashless society. But just the other day, man, early this year, the public sector was gonna go on strike, the entire public sector. I know if that happen, if public sector to go on strike, you know what gonna happen, man. You see, the government will be at an halt. Nothing can move, man. You see, so ultimately, man, it's brewing. The protest, the civil unrest right across the world. The time of Jacob's trouble, it's brewing. That's what Second Ezra the 15th chapter. That's the script for what gonna play out on the planet Earth. The great judgment of the Most High. So with that, man, hope this lesson was edifying. To the hopeful elect. Shalom Akim.